All right. Well, I'm not sure if this thing's really working or not, but here I am. So, what's going on, man? My name's Hank. I could use a fake name, I suppose, but anyway, I want to talk to people, man. I want to talk about some common sense stuff. I want to get back to what truth is. What's reality? So, I guess the first thing you could do is ask yourself what is truth? What is true? What does that definition mean? It's simple as that. The insane side likes to use words like truth and stuff, right? They want to use that word all the time, but nobody really takes the time to actually talk about what it may actually mean. It means accurate, or a fact, or a reality is simple in its simplest form in the definition. It's just truth is reality or fact, like the glaring stuff. We don't need to beat a dead horse, but you're born a man, you're a man. You're born a woman, you're a woman. That's just reality. That's just factual. It's the way it is. So, anyway, we're not going to get into all that right away. I just want to talk about things that are true, accurate, or without variation. It says here one of the other definitions. We want to be accurate in our view of things. We want to make sure that what we're talking about, what we're saying, is accurate and true. We don't really want to take sides, but it's going to be obvious that I'm conservative in my views, and that's just the way it is. It's reality. It's common sense. It's the things that made this country great. Hard work, a little bit of self-sacrifice, those things that, we as fat babies, fat westernized babies who got it good in this good old US of A. So anyway, I don't even know if this is going to reach anybody, so I'm kind of doing a little test. Let's talk about what truth is. Let's talk about what your truth is and measure it up against truth. I don't necessarily just want to talk to people that agree with me, So, holla at your boy. Let me know something. Let's talk about some stuff. You want to talk about some topics, let me know something. And let you know a little bit about me. I'm a pastor, I'm a business owner. More importantly, I'm a father and I'm a husband. I'm a father of some awesome humans. And it's really not my credit. I've done some things right, and I've done probably a lot more wrong. But the Lord has seen fit to salvage my intentions and turn them into something of value. Anyway, so that's all. I just want to create a place where we have some real conversations about some real things. If I see that there's some interest in what I have to say, then I will get to a point where I tell you a little more about me personally, and why I'm here and why I feel the desire to do this, and why I think that my opinion matters. That's all. It's just common sense, really not even my opinion, but we're gonna just say, for the sake of arguing, It's my opinion. And then we'll talk about why you can see it clearly in front of you just by the things that are, just by the world, just by how things function in the world. The Word tells us we can know who God is by looking at His creation and how it operates. Okay? Just look at the natural if you want to go there. You know, you want to be a tree hugger? Man, I love trees. You know, trees are great. Trees are life. You know, I'm a carpenter. I work with wood. I love trees. But like I said before, if you've seen my other video, I'm not real religious, but what I am is full of common sense, and I'm led by the Spirit. So when those two meet, my understanding becomes correct. It becomes true, right? Truth. We want to talk about true. It comes based on reality. When things line up with what is in front of you, we know that that's truth. So let's not buy into things where you have to forego your truth and your reason completely, you know, to make it become a reality. Like all this nonsense that we're talking about. Let's get away from that. I really would like to just quit talking about it and move on and start talking about what do we need to do as young men, older men. What do we need to be imparting to them? Where have we misstepped, or maybe we haven't? It's a new season. You know, there's a lot of us men in my age group, I'm 58 years old, who have, you know, come out of the 70s, 80s, and, you know, we lived our life a certain way, and we had some damage from it. I suffered a lot of damage. A lot of my friends were smarter than I was. But, you know, God is faithful, and my story is my story. And so I wouldn't be able to sit here today and talk to you about any of this. So we want to lay the religious, you know, cliches thrown at you, and we just want to talk about the reality of what it is to be a man of God, to be a father. Yeah, that's all. So, God bless y'all. I hope somebody catches this, stumbles onto it, and we can get here. And I just need one person who wants to talk about it. And yeah, I'll see you here tomorrow. All right, God bless y'all. Appreciate it. Imagine I'll come up with some kind of